I want to talk a little bit about the two dreams that I've had recently. They basically had to do with, in the grand scheme of things, about um, loving God and having 100% faith. The first one was about, there for some reason, I was out with a bunch of different people. I don't even know who they were necessarily, but we were all on this school bus, and we were driving on this old, like, kind of country road kind of thing, and what happened was is that there was some kind of natural disaster happening, and there was a bunch of mud and stuff on the road. Anyway, somehow it washed away the bus, and the bus started tumbling down this hill on into the water. And I remember screaming, "Jesus, I love you! Jesus, I love you! Jesus, I love you!" And as that was happening, the bus is like just spinning and spinning and spinning and spinning on top of the water. So it never like actually submerged into the water. Um, it was quite something, but I remember just screaming, "Jesus, I love you! Jesus, help me! Jesus, help me!" And we never sank. Nobody on the bus sank. Now, the news then came out, the local news or whatever, and they were asking us questions, and I was explaining that it was the Holy Spirit, it was God that kept us alive. And some people were just scared, other people like scared to admit it, other people were in denial that is what kept us alive. Either way, it was a miracle to have been alive and to been for the bus to have done what it did in that water and never actually sink. No one died, all survived. So that was one dream I had. Um, the other one most recently was we were all in like of the hospital. Well, I was there anyway. I don't know why, but anyways, and so we were called out of our rooms and we were told to stand outside of our hospital rooms. And what it was is that they were saying that you must give in to Allah. So they were trying to force us to bow down. And it was very scary because they were like, you must give in to Allah, you must worship Allah. And so it was, well, anyways. And so they were trying to force us to bow our heads down. And I was thinking about my son and stuff. And I didn't want to die, but at the same time, I knew that I needed to love God first. Anyways, and so what I did is I kind of was going downwards, but then I stopped. But by then, they had already, like, the people that were really strong, like the 8 that were really strong, or 7 or 8 that were really strong, they never stood down, so they got taken. And I remember thinking, no, 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 take me too, take me as well. So anyways, I felt, anyway, I woke up feeling very guilty and bad that I kind of bowed down. Anyways, so then they were taken to like this big room area, and everyone was forced to watch them get nails put into their heads, and they had to do it to each other, all 8 of them. And anyway, and then we were put back on a bus, and then they were making fun of this one girl that died, that left her children behind. And I was thinking about how she's going to get to be in heaven, and then later she's going to get to see her kids, and that it was actually a reward. So basically, I think that these two dreams were just telling me, and maybe I was supposed to tell other people, that um, we're going to be tested. Our faith is always going to be tested, and that we have to be strong enough for when and if the end time does happen, whether it be in our lifetime or our children's lifetime. But anyways, so I just wanted to share that. Okay.